Alright guys, welcome back. Another video here. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're stepping away from the Traxxas, the Arma. And we're going to take a look at this Tamiya Hornet Evo. This is a kit. So you do have to build it from the ground up. There's nothing on the back. It's just a brown box. Side here says Hornet Evo. Very nice. Kind of gives you a look at the rear end there. Very cool. Then has a side over here. And there's another picture of the buggy. Then some writing right here. This RC model assembly kit is an updated version of the Hornet, the original of which was first released in '84, which this is the 40 years. So that's why Tamiya kind of did this. It's very cool. We're going to get into that later. What's different about this and the regular Hornet. There's quite a bit of stuff. So, but yeah. So, you need quite a bit though to get this running. You need a radio, a receiver, a servo, and then you need a battery and charger. Now, on here it says they would like you to use a nickel metal, but you don't have to use a nickel metal, and we'll talk about that later in the video once we get this built and together. I will tell you right now, today we will not be doing the body just because I don't believe I have any black paint. I have to go look. But if I don't have any black paint, then I'm going to have to get black paint tomorrow or something and paint the body later. Which I'll probably do that off video anyways. I'm not the world's greatest painter, so we're going to make this look nice. This is kind of going to be a shelf queen for me. The Hornet, actually, it's kind of funny because it seems like everyone that has an RC story from back in the day when they were a kid, their first RCs were usually Tamiyas. Now, Tamiyas were big in the 80s because in the 80s it was really, Tamiya was kind of the only thing there really was. My father talks about it all the time, you know, like some of the RC stuff we drive and whatnot, and the things and how they were back in the day, you know, how people do. And, yeah, it's kind of one of those funny things because when my dad was a kid, all they really had was Tamiya. And then Thsi and stuff started coming out with more of their race buggies, and I think Team Associated was one of the first ones. Thsi. And, yeah. So a lot of things have changed. So when you open the box here, you got your body right on top. You've got your wheels over here on this side. Then you've got a lot of your plastic parts. This isn't a very big kit, and it's not a big time-consuming kit like some of the Tamiya kits are. Then you have your Hobby Wing ESC, and this ESC can do LiPo, which is nice. Here is that body. You do have to cut it out. I didn't realize. I thought the body came pre-cut. Then here is your wing. You also have to cut out. And then you have some more plastic parts here. Over here on this side, you get a box. Open this up, kind of take a look at it. So in here you get more of your smaller plastic parts, bearings and things, which is very cool. This comes with bearings. Usually Tamiya kits come with bushings, these cheaper kits. And is it Phillips? It is Phillips head screws. That sucks. Yes, they are all Phillips heads. You do have to build the shocks. You have to do everything, so keep that in mind. Tamiya damper oil soft. Then you get some of your gears here. And then some more shock parts. Some more shock parts. A lot of this stuff I think is shock stuff. Steering servo stuff. And then more shock stuff. So, let's put the boxes together. Let's clear some space. And let's get to building. Body in here, put this in here. Just kind of ensure it stays out of the way. So that parts bag. You should get an instruction manual down in here. Yes, here it is. A bunch of instruction manuals. So, and then you do get your sticker sheet. Very, very cool. You do get window masks too, which is kind of okay. That's neat. So let's kind of create a spot here for us to order. As you can see, I did clear the table off for this. So first place you're going to start, battery 1, charge your battery 2, differential gears. So 2.6, the part number on these are MA8. Now you're going to come back in here. This is bag A, bag B, bag A. Oh, weird. These are not labeled. They're usually labeled on Tamiya. And then you get your pinion gear in here. Yeah, that's weird. So these are not labeled, which is weird. But they do give you these here, these references in the notepad. These are actual sizes. So we need 3 of those screws. You can kind of take this. This is weird how this one is. The other one's not like this. Or the other kits. 2.6 by 10 millimeters. It's a pretty small screw. It's probably going to be something like this. So then you kind of put these. Yes. So it's these. And then bag 2. So these bags don't have separate numbers on them, right? They do not. Alright. So now you need your diff gears. So these are your diff gears, it looks like. Here are your diff gears. Here are diff gears. So next, this, and then it looks like it's simply just put this gear on top, but first we will put some grease in here. Sorry guys, I didn't realize you couldn't really see what I'm doing. So now we're moving on down here to the diff. Gonna have to cut this off. So let's see here. Looks like it's going that way. So these bearings, let's see here. One's going to go in there. And this doofy looking gear. One is going to sit in here. This is going to go okay. So I actually did that wrong. Okay. Goes like that. It's telling me to grease it. So we'll just put a little bit of grease. Like that. Should be good. Alright. Now this. I should probably cut these off. I guess I don't know why I haven't cut them off yet. I like using the cutters like this instead of a knife. I think it makes it a little bit more simpler. Alright. So now, come up here. Then we need 2 more bearings. A little bit more grease in here, guys. That. Just help it stay lubricated and things. That goes like that. And then 3 by 10 millimeters. So. poly screws guys don't like my bits. They may be better off using a really good quality screwdriver, which there's that together. Alright, so next put it all together. Now we are going to need two more bearings and then another one. Pretty cool. And then, so we seen that weird little disc thing earlier. Where did I see that again? It was in one of these bags. I think it's in this one. Also, look at the pin here. Okay, so we're going for 17. Now we need our motor, which was in this box. So you take the rubber tubing off. So here's your motor. It's a very detuned motor, guys. And then, so motor screws are going to be 3x6s. They don't appear to be in that bag. These are also not going into plastic now. So I'm just going to slip in that top one quick. Alright, now pinion gear on. a 1.5 millimeter. Turn the flat side of the shaft out. So there we go. Should be pretty much your whole transmission built. We're going to flip over here to the next page. Alright, next we're going to do the cover. Now this part tree is done, so we'll throw that in the box top. So now your cover, kind of cool actually that this lines up. Goes in there like that. There you go. Now you need more 3x10s. These screws, guys, you'll notice they're all plastic tap screws or tape screws or whatever you want to call them. I call them kind of tap screws because what you're really doing is you're tapping into the plastic. They're not threaded holes. It's literally you're just drilling into the plastic and making the screw stick. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing this. Switching all this bit. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do here. Find. Perfect match. Should have probably just done this from the beginning. Got this bit. Go away. Next, doing A-arms. So now, are we on bag B yet? Didn't switch to bag B yet? No, okay. Didn't switch to bag B. So next, let's get our A-arms here. A-arms. So I make sure one sit front, one sit rear. So if you look at it, looks like the rear ones are going to be shorter. So yeah, so here's your rear ones. Alright guys, so little mess up here. So those little ends I used, those are for your shocks. One of these bags, which one was it? This one? This one actually has the ends you need for this part. So these are the links that go onto here. So just make sure you kind of watch that. I didn't see any other end. I picked up that bag and seen these and I was like, oh, yeah, that's what's supposed to be on there. So just kind of watch that. And it doesn't say on the instructions like these are not these ends or these are in this bag or whatever. So just watch that. But all right, I'm gonna get this rear end done and then I'll come back. So now that part is right. And we already got our axles in there. So now time to move over here. Alright. Now you're gonna need rear tires, which are right here. Here are your rear carriers. So now it says in. I'll load these. I don't think these are side oriented, they're not, which is a good thing. So then now, if you're looking at it like this, then we need to put these on. I think we're going to use these two screws. Go ahead and tighten those up. And then I'm going to guess now. Okay, so you're going to turn this. Then you're going to get two more screws like we used earlier. Where are they? There. One. So not these ones, because these are your plastic screws that go into plastic. Maybe we have to open a new bag, I guess. Oh, okay. So then they want you to use 3x12, which I'm going to guess is probably... Match it up, yep. So now these are going to go through the back. You can throw some Loctite on these if you want to, but I wouldn't be super worried about it. have an Allen hole in them. I didn't notice that. 2mm. It's not an Allen hole. Can hurt my finger a little bit. That should be good. Now we look up here, showing us to put our axles in. So let's do that quick. Where are the axles? Gonna go one. Just like that. Exact same thing. Other side. I can't get this one. Let's try this again. This way. So I set my screws out. Here's everything I'm going to need. And then we need this part. And it looks like we're going to put these here. So the problem with this tool I'm using here, I can't really push it. So I'm going to grab the tool from here. There's those put on. Then inside hole. And it looks like we're gonna do these four. That. And that's gonna be this one. Alright guys, so now we need 15 screws. I think I'm just going to start putting all my screws in here because it's getting annoying having to pull from bags, so let's just do that. Oh, gave me an extra growth screw in there, nice. So I think that is all for screws. Let's see here. Alright. So now I need 2 3x15s. Hopefully I have them. So here's one of them. And my understanding, they're going to go through here for that. Alright guys, we are screwing the 2 chassis halves together now. Kind of put these in, make life a tiny bit easier on us. Dun, 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 dun. There, and I'll pop the screw out. And then now we have to do all smaller. So this is it's gotta be here somewhere. It's gonna find it. So the shorter one is gonna go in the back. The rest of these. So I'm going to have to hope that shorter screw turns up. It's probably here somewhere, I'm just not seeing it, or it's sitting over here on the table, and we'll eventually see it, and then when we see it, we'll pop it in there. So, the same from that's from my TRX4M. So now that's done. So now we're putting the side things on. Let's see here, where are they? Okay guys, this is really weird, but I don't have the side things, I don't think. These plastic pieces. What the heck? Oh, there they are. I was gonna say, I've never had something from a Tamiya kit. So now, if we look here, so this one's going to be Alright guys, we're back with the Hornet today. I'm going to use my Grom here just to straighten the servo up. Let's do that quick. Now, if you look in here, it doesn't exactly say what way your servo horn is going to go, but I'm going to guess it's got to be pointing down, so that's what we're going to do. Turn this on. We are just using a very cheap servo. So now on here, it looks like I've done these before and it can be kind of a pain, but you're gonna want the 25 tooth for me for what I'm doing. And it doesn't look like they say what they are, so it's this one. Got my cutters. Come on here. So if you look at the way the servo is oriented, you're going to want it like this. That goes on first. Then you're going to need this piece here. That's going to go like that. Actually, I have it backwards. So I'm going this on. That. And this on. Like that. Now you get your servo horn on there. Now you're going to need a screw. M3s will work. I usually just grab an M3 button head. One that I think will work. So there we go. Servo set up. We're going to plug it from here. Plug back in our Grom servo. Put our Grom back. Alright, so now our servo, if you look at the orientation, they want it put this way. And I mount these to it with 3 by 12. see if I have any hardware bags. Bag C, don't need that yet. I had another hardware bag I just threw in there. So let me look through this and then I'll be back. Here's those other hardware bags I was talking about, including some bearings. So let's open these. We'll leave this one closed for now. So 3 by 12 should be these little guys. This one. And then 2. You're gonna need 2 nuts, of course. 1, 2, and 2 washers. 2 of the bigger washers. So now, go ahead. Gonna put a washer here. Gotta go through your servo hole. This way is the way they're showing it going on. Then you take your little nut. Nice and tight on there. Sorry, these are screws. Tighten it like that. Same thing on the other side. Same exact type of thing. This way out. Grab your nut. Grab your tool. I will go back and tighten these down too, by the way, guys. There we go. You don't want these super tight though because it's plastic and you don't want to damage the plastic, so keep that in mind. Then you need 2 3x8s. So they look like they should be button head. Let's check. This looks like it's right. And there's it. Come on. I'm probably going right over it. It just looks too long for me, so. That right there. And test it. Then we're gonna come in here. Gonna mount it here. And you need 2 more 3 washers. I guess. sure I don't lose the screw them up with that. So now the other side should be pretty easy. Just gonna kind of line it up there. Should be nice and tight in there now. It's kind of funny too because it looks like it's hitting, but it's not. Now it's time to mount in our ESC, which looks like it's going to go right here. Where is the ESC down in here? And we will be changing the end on it to probably an EC5, but for now, we'll leave it. So this is going to go right here. You guys see that? Can you see what I'm doing kind of? This is going to go here. So now, it's weird because it shows in the instruction book that you're kind of supposed to put your plug there down on the chassis here, but it doesn't come with a thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to two-side tape it to the side of the ESC. I think that should work fine. And if we got to move it, we can move it, I guess. But yeah, let's try that. Comes with the tape for that too, which is very nice. Comes with perfect size tape sections, which is awesome. 3M tape too, so it's not cheap tape. It's actually the sticky tape I use, which is nice. I love 3M sticky tape, does a good job. You guys seen how I beat on some of my RCs. Stuff does not come loose. And on this, it most certainly is never going to come loose. So the knees get tucked under here, under there. Plug in yellow to yellow. Green to green. Now your receiver is going to go here, and the receiver we're going to use should be up here somewhere, hopefully. I have like 6 of them. Let me find my receiver. Using my SR315. Just gonna go right back here. Two-side sticky tape that down. A lot of my receivers and radios I might be changing out soon, so make sure you watch for that video. That may be coming up here. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. So now we move to the next step, which should be probably something with the front end. Next, I want you to zip tie. I'll do that last. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's got a part going in on top of here. This piece here. goes here, and 2 3x10s with maybe 2 of these. Hope you guys can still kind of see what I'm doing here. You start building these, your table gets all full of shit. And I need to grab my screwdriver. I'll use the mighty weakling. Oops. That one. Drop the screw. There it is. And then you're gonna need 1, 2 of these pegs. These go into right into here. Also looks like a valid place to take a good pause, guys. We start building links next, which is kind of my frustrating bitch. I hate doing links, but we'll do that next. So you won't notice I took a break, but I'm going to take a break, and then we'll be back again. So I skipped a little too far ahead here. We're actually supposed to be building links. So look here, where'd that bag go? I have a bag with just some links in it. Right here. Two of these. 8 of those. The right one. Find the pieces here. Step 8 of them, so guess they'll probably be on a tree together right here. And also, when we skip that other step, here's also our zip ties that they want us to use to clean up the wires, so we'll do that. There's 4. There's 4. So there should be 8. Let's clip these all. There, 8 links. So now it looks like we're going to need 1. We got our 2. And then there should be 1 little short one somewhere in here. Where? Oh, it's gonna be a regular screw. Weird. Basically a screw with no head on it. Should be black. There it is. That's that little screw. So now, I want you to do then these two, they don't have a hole through them, so you can't really screw them easy. So I'll build these links, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I got. Alright, so we got the links done. Nice thing is in here, they actually show you what size they should be, so you can match them up to that. Very, very cool. So now we need a couple more pieces. Links are all done. I don't know why it said we needed 8 of these. Oh, my bad, it does say 6. So we only need 6 of those. So now I need to look. Okay. So we need both these. And I already started building this before I did that. So we got the 2 little bearings, and I have the 4 big ones. And I have a feeling I know where this is going. So now we need that, stop that. So we're going to go into here. And then this quick. These bearings, I'm going to go into each one of these. I like how the bearings sit kind of tight, so you don't got to really worry about them popping out when you're building stuff, which is kind of nice. Some kits that I built, tacking all the bearings will fall right out, but that's mostly because they're probably aluminum parts, is my guess. So, gotta get that one in. It's a 2.5. Oh, it's a 2. That in. Only Allen wrench hardware you'll find on this thing. And these, are come like this. So 2 3x8. Those actually look like fine thread screws though, which is kind of weird because they have nuts on? No, they don't. So I'll build this part and then I'll come back and show you guys when I'm done. So there we go. We have the steering mechanism done. That's how it should look. Notice your links. So let's move on to the next side. Right now, we go right into building the front end. Cool. Cool. These. And then it looks like I'm going to need another skid plate, which I think I just found it right here. There's our arms. So right here's our skid plate. Now, just cut these off. So, there's our arms. Now, our skid plate, sorry. Now, if we look at this, looks like it wants us putting them on like this. Look at this. Kind of weird. Alright, so now 2 3x38, so these ones. Oops. Careful with that, you don't want to be missing a bunch of screws. Alright, so there's that. Now, 2 3x8mm flats. And it looks like steering posts. Not on there. Not on there. Not on there. That shucks. See, I hate how they don't give you like what they're supposed to be on or what parts tray or anything like that. It kind of drives me nuts. Oh, you know why? Because I believe it's these. They're metal. Does it say that? It doesn't say they're metal, so I wish they kind of added that. But then, I think you need these 2 screws, which are like flat. And then what you're gonna kind of have to do, don't matter what way these go, it looks like, screw through. It's gonna go like that, hand tighten them. So then now we're going to take the Hornet, you're going to flip it over, you're going to put your steering in. And go like this. Putting a little shorter screw in the servo Hornet. Didn't like that screw I had in it. A little long. What the heck? That should be fixed now. Steering rack. So this is going to come in here. Like this. And times 3. Times 3 of 2/10. One, 2, 3. upper arms. Got the front end pretty much done here. Now I need to start building the shocks. This is my least favorite part of any RC. Hate doing shocks. So let's open this C parts bag. See what we kind of get. Bearings, screws, and more aluminum hardware. So move everything in here kind of over. I don't think this will stick. Oh, I guess it will. Perfect. And then get your Tamiya damper oil. So then you're going to need this bag. You know what, actually, there's two different types. So there's a front and a rear. These are the fronts. Alright, so let's get all these parts off. These ones. And be careful with these guys because you don't want to lose them. To order more parts, it's kind of annoying and frustrating. So now we need our seals. Here is our seals, and this looks like probably the seals for all four shocks. Don't leave out in here too. They're not gonna stick because they're not screws or whatever, but so now looks like we need two of these. Now what I usually use is like a flat blade. A little bit of your shock oil. It actually does tell you to a little bit in there. Grab another one. Grab a little bit more shock oil. Do the same thing. Now you're going to put your bottom cap on. Now, I don't like this next part. Here are your links. C-clips. I already lost one. So I hate doing C-clips. They're the fucking worst. used to have a little tiny pliers that looked really good for them. I don't happen to know where that little tiny pliers is. So I'm hoping they send extra, just knowing that people have a tough time with them. Also try putting them like that and just so that one's on. Great. And there's your rears. They give us like the heck. So for the front, looks like the three-holer for the front. That's what I see on here, so that's what we're going to use. I put the wrong links on here. These are the right ones. I wish they kind of gave a better notice of what's supposed to kind of go where. They really don't. They just give you kind of like pictures and it's kind of like, well, guess where this goes type of deal. So yeah, I wish that was done a little bit differently, but it's okay. So now on the front, you're going to use your shorter shocks. Now I'm going to re-reference this. I'm going to cut off these clip retainers because I want to make sure I get the shock fully pushed down with the spring. So if you look, put these on. Just about perfect. And I actually did screw up because, oh, I guess there's all these are supposed to go on. Okay, we'll put all of them on then. That's fine. Those are nice and stiff now. I'm going to go over to our other parts tray, do the same exact thing. So this one goes on next. And this one. Nice. Both those are built, not leaking, perfect. So now need a metal Are those black? Those are black. 3x12. That's 3x12. Nope. There it is. Okay. So then we need these. That. So this is going to go to the shock. I wish I had something here to kind of set this up on. See what I'm talking about, guys? Goes there. That goes there, and then we'll quickly tighten those together. Where did my thing go? Ah, dang it. Let's try to go. There it is. I'll leave this on the table. So there's that side. Now I gotta flip it over and do that. Right now I'm doing tires, guys, and I gotta tell you, these Tamiya tires are weird. They always have been, so you load the back side with a nut. Shit. You gotta be careful because they're tiny ass nuts. Sometimes I grab this tool. Sometimes they fall right in and it's easy. That one. Nice and easy. So this one. So there you go. So now you stick this side onto that side of the tire. And this side of the tire, then you drop your screw in. What I like to do, put some in. Feel it tighten. There you go. So now let's drop them all in. That, I get these assembled, then we'll come back and talk. So it is complete. I gotta cut out the body. I'm gonna do that quick. And I meant to paint the body, so I'm going to do that off camera. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back, talk about it when I'm ready. You even have to cut out the window decals, so we're going to wash the body and the wing. Guys, after a while, we're finally back with the Tamiya Hornet. And as you can see, I made a really big mistake on this body. And that is that I painted out the windows. I forgot to put the mask on. I'm going to have to order a new Hornet body. So this one went to a basher. I didn't even actually finish painting this. So we're just going to use it as is. So I'll fix this one. And then when I get a new body, I'll show you guys that one too. But for now, we're just going to use this body. I didn't feel like painting it anymore. I didn't think it would be smart to. Waste more paint on it. I already have. There's no point in it. Check for altering this hole. Check that. Streamers, guys, I don't know. I think you almost put it out just using it like that. What's going on back here that's... Look at this, you gotta cut a little bit out. So since this is a bash body, who cares, right? There it is. The body on. Should probably peel the crap off it, but I haven't yet. So I'll do that next. We're not going to put any of the 40 old Hornet stickers on this because I'm going to save them for my new Hornet body. I don't know if they're the same. I'll look, and if they are, maybe I will just stick with this one, but we're going to save these. I'm not even going to put the wing on this body. It's gonna be a basher body, who cares? So let's peel the stuff off the body. There we go. There is the Hornet body. The holes are like off. Stupid. There's the back holes. Gotta like push it on there. So guys, look at this. I do gotta fix these front links also. Dad didn't let me know that. These are all way too far. So before we run it, we'll fix those, but yeah, if you look at it, look at how far they're coming out. So yeah guys, this is the Hornet build. Here it is done. Very cool build. It wasn't too bad to build, but it wasn't, I guess it wasn't too bad, because I built a Grand Hauler, and the Grand Hauler wasn't really that bad either, but yeah, I think just about anyone should be able to do it. So guys, get out there and build.